everybody, welcome back to I Heart Cross Stitch. My name is Andrea and today is Friday, August the 19th. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon and yes, I have my pajamas on. It's been that kind of day. So in this video I'm going to be showing you a flip through of Ultimate Cross Stitch Nature. And I'm also going to be talking about a really exciting event that I am going to be organizing in the month of September. So look for another video coming from me soon about that, because I'm really excited about it, and I'm really looking forward to a lot of you participating in it because it's for an extremely worthy cause. Alright, so Ultimate Cross Stitch Nature. The first picture is called China Blue, and the designer is Susan Bates, and it is this beautiful picture of a little blue bird on a plate, and I'll read to you the page description. It says, surrounded by pretty primroses and bluebells, this blue tit makes a magnificent stitch. And if you look closely, all around the plate is gold. It's stitched in gold all around the plate. Now it calls for DMC gold metallics, but of course you all know that you can use Krennic or a petite treasure braid. And the model is stitched on 28 count white even weave. So there it is. I think it's very lovely. The next chart in the book is designed by Amanda Gregory, and it is called Back to Nature. It is stitched on, the model is stitched on 14 count Rustico, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. And there's no specialty threads and just French knots and back stitching. The next design is called Goosey Gander, and it's designed by Lesley Teare. And here it is. This model is stitched on 14 count Pale Lemon Ada. And it measures 11 by 13 if stitched on 14 count Ada. Alright, the next chart is designed by Amanda Gregory. It's called Woodland Fox. I love foxes. The model is stitched on 28 count light blue even weave, and it is 14 inches by 12 inches. And just to let you know, that would be 14 inches high and 12 inches wide. I believe that that's the way Cross Stitch Gold does their measuring. A lot of times when I see other charts, it's width first and then height, but I've noticed that in Cross Stitch Gold it's reversed. They put height first and then the width. So that's something to keep in mind if you're stitching anything from Cross Stitch Gold. And this fox design doesn't call for any specialty fibers or any specialty stitches other than backstitch and regular cross stitch. Alright, the next design is called Autumn Fruits, and it's designed by Amanda Gregory. And the model is stitched on 28 count white even weave, and it ends up being 17 inches by 17 inches. And that one, no specialty stitches other than backstitch, regular cross stitch, no metallics or beads. Alright, the next one is called Swan Lake, It's designed by Lesley Teare, and the model is stitched on 28 count light blue even weave, measuring 12 inches by 14 inches. This does call for Anchor Reflecta in the color silver. Perhaps that's Anchor's version of metallic thread. I'm not really sure. I'm not really familiar with Anchor threads. And it does call for Mill Hill seed beads in the color Royal Pearl. All right. The next design is by Amanda Gregory, and it's called Ducks in a Row. It is stitched on 28 count white even weave. And turn the page. It just calls for a regular cross stitch, back stitch, and French knots. All right, the next design is by Lesley Teare, and it's called By the Riverbank. How can I show this to you without showing you the chart? I think I'll have to show it like this. The model is stitched on 14 count vintage blue Aida, and it measures 14 by 12. Okay, now the next chart, that one is just regular cross stitch and back stitch, no metallics or beads. The next chart is called Summer Sanctuary, and it's designed by Lesley Teare as well. And the model is stitched on 14 count white Aida, and it measures 14 by 14. And just regular cross stitch, back stitch, and French knots. I like this next design. It's by Susan Bates, and it's called Mother and Baby. The model is stitched on 28 count white even weave, and it measures 14 by 15. Isn't that precious? I love it. So sweet. Regular cross stitch, back stitch, that's it. Okay. The next group is designed by Susan Bates, and it's for cards. It's called Botanical Beauties, and they were stitched using 28 count cream even weave, and they're to be used for cards, and they're very small projects, so show it to you like this. Okay. All right. The next group is also a set of smalls that could be used for cards. They were designed by Lesley Teare, and they are a group of butterflies. Very lovely. I believe that they do use regular floss and metallics. I don't think they call for beads though. Nope. Okay, the next set of charts is designed by Debra Pope. The models were stitched on 14 count Aida, and it's called Animal Magic. And again, it's a group of smalls. 34 designs to stitch. So there's that set. And let me see if I can show you any more than that without showing the charts. Not really. Sorry. But there's, just tell you a few of them. There's elephants, tigers, gorillas, lions, rhinoceros, cheetah, camel, panda bear, a monkey, several monkeys. I'm not really sure what that animal is. Various different kinds of birds, and reptiles, and aquatic life. Butterflies, a squirrel, a bug, and a what is that? Maybe a gopher, or I'm not really sure. Sorry. The next set of smalls, or designs on the smaller side, maybe for cards, but bigger cards. It's called, let's see, what are these? Just to Say. That's what it says, attach your own sentiments to these beautiful blooms, the ideal cards for Easter or any special occasion. Very lovely flowers. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, those are irises. And they were stitched on 16 count Aida, and they end up being 8x6. Yeah, iris. Okay. All right. Oh, the next one. I love the next one, and I believe Rose City Stitcher is working on this one, and it's so beautiful. I will definitely stitch this. It's designed by Susan Bates, and it's called A Summer Stroll. Love that. The model is stitched on 28 count white even weave, and it ends up being 16 by 14. It just calls for regular cross stitches and back stitches, no metallics or beads. The next set of charts are designed by Debra Pope, and it's called Down by the River. The models were stitched on 28 count vintage blue cashel linen, and they end up being 7 by 7. The next design is called Riverside Retreat, and it is designed by Maria Diaz. The model was stitched on 28 count white even weave, and it ends up being 14 by 19 inches. Let's see. Regular cross stitches, back stitches, and French knots for that. The next chart is designed by The next chart is designed by Susan Bates, and it is called Lavenders Blue. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, sorry. Stitched on 28 count white even weave, measuring 16 by 14. Calls for just regular cross stitches and back stitching. The next chart is designed by Ursula Michael, and it's called Lupins by the Sea. here's the stitching information. 28 count. Let's see if I can read backwards, because for me it is 28 count. I don't know, I can't. Oh, light blue cashel linen, measuring 17 by 15. Oh, it's a big book. Okay. The next design is, oh, it's a set of smalls designed by Amanda Gregory, Wildflower Gift Ideas. The next group are called Bunnies and Daffodils, designed by Debra Pope. Look at those sweet little bunnies. I love this. I will definitely be doing at least one of them, if not more. The next group are designed by Durene Jones, called Woodland Walk. The next chart is by Durene Jones as well. It's called Fresh as a Daisy. Sweet little dragonflies and a ladybug. And I'm sorry that I didn't include the stitching information in previous charts, but this one calls for just regular cross stitches, back stitching, and French knots. Okay, so the next group is an alphabet, and it's designed by Becky Spencer. It's called Forest Friends, but I can't show it to you because it's all, I would have to show you the charts, and it's just the alphabet with woodland creatures that you would see in the forest. Bunnies, foxes, squirrels, deer, birds, mice, snakes, mushrooms, an owl, a porcupine. Yeah, okay. The next group is designed by Debra Pope, and it's called Wildlife in Winter. They're on the smaller side, 6x6, stitched on 28 count light blue even weave. Okay, the next is designed by Susan Bates, and it's a seasonal scene. .28 count white even weave, measuring 14 by 17. And let's see, is there any more? Oh, for that one, just regular cross stitch and back stitch, no metallics or beads. And the last, I think this might be the last one, it's called it's just designed by Lesley Teare, and it's like little cards that you could make. It looks like it says happy birthday cards. And I think that's it. Yes. All right. Thank you for watching my review of Ultimate Cross Stitch Nature. So September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and I'd like to organize an event to honor all of the children around the world who are suffering from childhood cancer. So please keep on the lookout for my next video explaining the details. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's for a wonderful cause. Thank you so much for watching, and happy stitching.